Hello everyone, welcome to Chaudhary Data World channel. Today I am here with a new video in MongoDB series, that is NoSQL series, in which we will be today watching how to get a start with MongoDB, that means how to install it, and then what all things we can do to proceed further with the learning tutorial. So let's get started with the video. Very first thing we need to do when we are starting with NoSQL, definitely in SQL, what we were doing, we have installed SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. That Microsoft SQL Server Studio, that was SSMS, we have installed, and that SSMS we were using it for creating the database or creating the table. Inside that, whatever operations we were doing it. Similarly, into this particular one, I'm not going into that much deep. I'm just giving you a quick, you may say, start guide with which you can just start with the MongoDB. If you will find on internet, definitely there are multiple videos regarding this, but they are much you may say wider and deeper, with which you might get confused. So I am just taking it simple. Just you need to download this MongoDB community server as you did into SQL Server from this particular link, that is this one. For that, what we will do, we will just go into our browser. Into our browser, just we need to search for, I will search for MongoDB download, and the very first link we are having is MongoDB community server download. Now when we click on this, we will scroll down, and here you can see that we need to download, correct? So instead of this zip, we will just download MSI package. As soon as it get downloaded, since into my system it is already downloaded, I will proceed with the steps what you need to cover up. It's going to be very simple. It's not that much complicated. So when you are downloaded with this MongoDB MSI package, you will double click on it and try to install. When you will be installing, the very first thing you will be asked is this particular one, that choose the setup type. In that, you need to just select complete, not the custom one. Select complete. After that, the second step or the second noticeable point which I have taken a screenshot, because if I would have been installing it right now, definitely the video will go long, right? So in second step, you need to be just focused on that this screen will appear where there will be service configuration, into which install MongoDB as a service should be checked. The option number 1, that is run service as network service user, should be selected, and rest of the things, whatever it is, it will be by default. Okay, so make sure these two things over here. Then third step we are having, install MongoDB Compass. It will ask you that if you want to install MongoDB Compass or not. Now what this MongoDB Compass is, so actually what happens when you install MongoDB server, the server is getting installed first, which you can either use it through your command prompt, or you can use it through your UI, graphical user interface. Since into SQL series also, what we were doing, we were using graphical user interface, where there it was SSMS, SQL Server Management Studio. Here at the same place of SSMS, we are using MongoDB Compass. Now this MongoDB Compass we will be installing just to take the graphical user interface of our NoSQL. So in that, you need to just notice that this install MongoDB Compass should be checked, and then click on next. At last, when all the things will be done, you will get this particular interface of MongoDB Compass. Okay, so this is a very short process which will take around 15 to 20 minutes, depends on your system speed and your internet speed. Okay, now I will show you this MongoDB Compass, since it has been already installed into my system. So here you can see this particular one. Okay, when you will open this this MongoDB Compass, here you can see that you are having 3 pre-installed databases over here: admin, config, local. We will not talk about these 3 databases right now. Now just what we will do, we will click on this plus icon, which will ask us to create the database name. So the database name you can provide it as NoSQL tutorial. Fine, this only I am giving it right now. Now it is asking for the collection name. Now this is something which it might confuse you. So let me take you to the slide again. Here I have taken few points. What is this? What is this database collection document fields? So if you will compare it with the SQL or the RDBMS, their database is database, and here also database is known as the database on itself. There into SQL we are having table. Instead of table, into NoSQL or MongoDB we are having collection. There we are having row. Here instead of row we are having document. It is called as document over here. There we are having column, here which is known as fields. So this was something which was to be noted. So I have put it down on the slide. So collection name, that means it is asking you for the table name, correct? So table name you can provide it as table 1, something like that. Table 1 if you are providing, and don't bother for these options available over there. Leave it as it is and just click on create database. Now as soon as you create your database will be visible over here. Okay, inside that what you can see that you are having document, aggregation, schema, indexes, validation. In upcoming videos definitely I will be explaining you what all things are there, but for now I am just demonstrating you a simple and very short thing, that how we can add data. That means how we can add row into our this particular table 1. We need to just click on this add data. Either you can insert the document. Now what this document is going to be your column. Document is going to be your row. Either you can create the row manually. That means I have mentioned yesterday that how our NoSQL document look like. It will be your JSON file. Okay, so it will be your JSON like architecture, into which definitely you will be putting up all the things. I will be cancelling it for now. I will just click on add data, import JSON or CSV file. Through CSV file as well you can import the data. I will just import very small data set. Click on select. Now it is asking you that select the delimiter, which is comma, ignore empty string, just click on import. Now let's see how it is looking like. 3 documents has been created over here. That means 3 rows have been created over here, into which there is name, age, name, age, name and age. ID is auto generated by MongoDB, or you may say NoSQL. So here this is how we can install our MongoDB Compass, which is the graphical user interface with which we will be interacting with the MongoDB server, or you may say NoSQL server, whatever you want to say. We need to, for interaction we are installing this MongoDB Compass. And hope you didn't found anything confusing over here, and if it was very helpful to you, kindly like to the video. And that was all about this whole video. And in upcoming videos I will be coming up with several other topics, so stay tuned to the channel. Till then, thank you so much guys for watching out the video. If you found this video helpful, kindly like to the video, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Thanks again.